In this video, we're going to understand and use coordinates and create shapes on a grid. If you're revising, you can pause the video and have a go at examples 1 and 2. Coordinates are used to describe the position of a point. So generally, we can write that as x, y. We always write down the x value first and then y. A nice way to remember it is that y is up. What does that mean? Well, the x value tells you how far left and right you go. This here is actually called your x-axis. So the position of the point A, for example, you'd want to say relative to the origin, if you were at 0, 0, how far in the x direction, how far left and right do you need to go? In this case, you need to go 3 to the right. So the x coordinate, the x part of that would be 3. Then the y is up, so y refers to how far up is the point relative to the origin. So yes, we have to go 3 left, but how far up or down do we have to go? We have to go 1 up. So 1 would go in the second position. So always x first and y second. You might remember y is up. You might remember along the corridor up the stairs. Or you have to crawl before you walk or something like that there. Okay, that's A done. What about B? Well, if you're at B, you start off at the origin. How far left, right do you go? You have to go left, so you have to go to -2. So the x value is -2. And then you have to go 3 up. Actually, so the first one was 3 to the right and 1 up. The second one was 2 to the left, so -2 and 3 up. What about C? C, we've got to go 4 to the left, so -4. And then we have to go 2 down, so -2. When you write your coordinates, always remember to put the brackets around them so we know that they are indeed coordinates. That's the notation. Finally, D. For D, we have to go 1 to the right. So we put 1 down. And then we have to go 4 down to -4. Part E, join A, B, C and D. Write what shape it is. Now, I'm going to do this without a ruler. You're going to use a ruler. Hopefully you'll see with the ruler that that is exactly a perfect square. You might think it's a rhombus or something, but if you turn your page around, hopefully you can see that that is indeed a square. Let's see if I can prove this to you. There we have our nice square. Okay, number 2. Mark the coordinate -1, 0, E. So we have to go, this is our x value, so we go to -1. Now you wouldn't draw this in, but I'm just showing you. Go to -1, and then 0, the y value is how far up or down we go. Well, we stay at 0. This would be marked 0 here, so that's it. We just go to that location, and we call that E. Part B, mark the coordinate 1, -1. So the x tells us, first of all, to go 1 to the right along the corridor 1 and up the stairs -1. Well, that -1 means we're not going up the stairs at all. We're not going upwards, we're going down. So -1 It's 1 down. So 1 minus 1 is here, F. Mark the coordinate 3, 3 is G. That's straightforward enough. You can't really get that wrong if you mix them up anyway. 3 to the right and 3 up would leave us up here. 3 right, 3 up, and that is G. And then we have to mark the coordinate H, which makes EFGH a rectangle. Now I'm going to begin to draw out EFGH, but as I do, I want you to think about what a rectangle is, what it means to be a rectangle. What are the properties of a rectangle? Well, it has to have 2 sets of parallel sides. That's the property that I'm thinking about here. So if you take that bottom that I've just drawn there, what I want to do with that is, if it'll let me, duplicate that. So if it has a side like that, up here it has to have a parallel side the same length. And if I draw the other side, which we know as well, from F up to G, then there's going to have to be a parallel side the same length somewhere over here. So what I can do, hopefully if it'll let me, 2 seconds. That's just not playing ball. Yeah, it is now. Okay, so there is our other side. So you could use your ruler to help you with this here, to imagine these 2 other sides. There has to be a side coming across here somewhere. So does it connect to this point? Does it connect to this point? Where does it connect to? Use your ruler maybe to measure that and to slide your ruler up to the same position. And hopefully you'll see that you should end up, if I can get this right, you should end up there. The position is 1, 4. So it's asked you to mark the coordinate H. So I'll mark it now with the letter H. Okay, now it's important as well that these here are right angles. That would also be helpful. If you put it somewhere else, you'd obviously see that you wouldn't have right angles at E or G or even H. You'd only have the one right angle. So you need to have 4 right angles as well for your answer.